been getting to it. I ain't noticed y'all take.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
the first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Colts 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Eason sets to throw it. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Colts,
1st and 10, Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To throw again. Eason. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
It's 2nd down.
Second down. Here's Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
3 down. Key in. Check 26, check 26. Show it up. Check.
Now Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Ball comes back to to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Handoff as they run the counter play. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 28 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Steelers 7.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason being chased out left. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun is Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Colts 21, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play? There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, 66 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep for Gabriel. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
T.Y. Hilton. As the first half is winding down. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers 14. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38.
By the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He's going to let this one go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. His throw caught right around the 6, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again. Eason. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Eason going to try and throw for it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Eason. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
The tackle made back at midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. And maybe just lucky to get that pass away.
And maybe should have held on to it because I don't know what you thought. That didn't look like the primary receiver to me.
No, I think it was.
I agree. I think he's coming over a secondary target. Maybe in that situation, you don't throw it at all. Eat it, take care of the football. They're fortunate nothing bad happened on that one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Campbell making the catch. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts just continue to pour. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
17.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on second down. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10. Nothing here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just even have backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Eason on second down. Looking deep for Hilton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 51 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 50, Steelers 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
6 yards. And it's third.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he'll buy some time right. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Rolling to his right. He's got Burton here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And that is incomplete. It was Micah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15.
Makes the score Colts 50, Steelers 35. For Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. First and 10, Eason forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 35.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Throwing again. Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, Jacob Eason. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain, and it's second down.
Complete to
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Colts.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to number 13,
T.Y. Hilton.
Touchdown.
28 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Colts 57. Steelers 35.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage?
It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Steelers 41.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
On first down, Eason. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and go inside. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want to straight